What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? This is the Food Adventurer, Magic Mitch here with another food challenge video, and in this one, I'm at Clinton Hall in New York, taking on the Clinton Hall Burger Challenge. So over this food challenge, I had 25 minutes to finish the entire meal, which first of all, starting with this burger, it is loaded with all kinds of items. You've got your beef patties, cheese, bacon, onion rings, and it even has a few buns layered in between. Along with this burger comes a huge pile of fries, which to be honest, I really wasn't looking all that forward to. And finally, this challenge also comes with a pint of beer, and if I was able to complete the challenge, I would receive my $35 meal for free. So for this food challenge, well, I did use my typical strategy of eating the burger first, then the fries, and then finishing with the beer. I was going at a more casual pace during not only this food challenge, but the other food challenges on this trip as a whole, and that was because it was a little difficult scheduling food challenges in advance with the other adventures I'd be going on during this trip. And even though I didn't do as many challenges as I would have liked, I certainly made up for it by going on other food adventures, some of which included stopping by a few bakeries, picking up some candy for friends and family back home, as well as eating at a few local hotspots in the Brooklyn area. Alright, so coming back to the food challenge, as far as my thoughts go on it, in terms of the structure and setup, I'm going to give it a 3.5 out of 5. Overall, it's a decent burger challenge. It has a little more variety with the inclusion of the onion rings and beer. However, I will say that with the shorter time limit, it is a more difficult food challenge, especially for those with little to no experience. A perfect example of this would be the gentleman who was watching my challenge, who became so inspired he wanted to try the challenge too. Of course, I did my best to give him tips and strategies, which he pretty much ended up disregarding, as he thought it would be a better strategy to sandwich the fries inside the burgers to save on time. Obviously, he wasn't in the best position to win before you begin, including the fact his significant other who was watching was absolutely disgusted by the whole ordeal, which is another reason why he had only about half the food challenge completed when time expired. But I do commend him for making such a bold move and taking on the challenge right then and there. And at least it was a great tasting challenge too, which is why I'm going to go with a 4 out of 5 on this one. Even though there were a ton of fries and there weren't anything special, the burger is the highlight of this challenge, and it tasted phenomenal. It was so good and cooked perfectly. The homemade Clinton sauce and the sweetness of the grilled onions are what really did it for me and made every bite of this burger enjoyable, including that grease-soaked bottom bun. So that wraps it up for my thoughts on the Clinton Hall Burger Challenge. One last thing I'd like to mention is that if you enjoyed watching this video, I'd greatly appreciate it if you took a few seconds out of your day to leave a little magic of your own by liking and sharing this video. And if this is your first time watching and you'd like to see more food challenge videos like this one, be sure to click that subscribe button. Until my next food adventure, this is Magic Mitch. Thanks for watching and have a great day.